lovelies, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video is going to be my unboxing of November's Ipsy Icon box. So I'm just going to be showing you guys what all I got, tell you guys prices and all that good stuff. So to no further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so as usual, I did go ahead and try out some of the makeup products on my face before I filmed this. That way I can give you guys my first impressions of the makeup products. This is the Icon box, which means it's the bigger box, the one that you upgrade to every 3 months or so. I don't know if they're going to rename the box from Icon to Ultimate, because on the app it says like the different boxes, and now it's called like Ultimate. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, my ring light is giving me a glare, but they even renamed the regular box to Extra. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're renaming it, like they're gonna rename it, or if that's just on the app. But I had noticed that. I was like, what's this Ultimate? Because it was like, you've been upgraded to Ultimate or whatever, and I was like, Ultimate? I thought it was Icon. Anyways, that's just a little side note. So I'm going to show you guys the products that they chose for me first, and then I will get on into my choice items. So first up, they chose for me something from 5 cents. And it's their Happy Tears perfume. And this retails for $65. Now this bottle is really not that big, but I believe this is their full-size bottle. 5 cents is not cheap. I've gotten a couple of travel ones, I think, in my boxes. Never a full-size one. I do like their perfumes. I think they're pretty nice quality. Not sure it's worth $65, but I've never been one to go out and buy like a $100 perfume. I know they are really nice and they last really long, but I don't know, I'm cheap. So the smell of this is supposed to be orange blossom, Arabian jasmine, white peach, vanilla, and a creamy musk. I'm gonna lightly spray this on me just because smells are kind of overwhelming right now for me. It smells nice. I'm terrible at describing smells, but it smells along the lines of what it described. I can't pick up every like note of what they described, but it definitely kind of smells fruity, vanilla-y. That's a weird way to say that. Vanilla kind of smell to it. It smells nice. I wouldn't say it's like my one that I would have chosen for myself in store, but I do like it. Anyways, I'm happy to get perfumes. I kind of like that they're adding perfumes more in the boxes. Like, I wouldn't want to get one every single time, but I do like getting perfumes because I buy perfumes when I need them, but I'm not like someone that just goes out and just buys tons of perfumes. Like, once I have like a nice little collection, I won't buy any more until I use them up. But I do like perfumes. Then, I think this box, if I remember correctly, I think it's mostly Natasha Denona products, or at least that's what they're advertising, because there are quite a few, like, not a ton, but a couple, and a few Natasha Denona products in here, which I was excited to see, because I like Natasha Denona. So next up, they chose a Natasha Denona palette. Now, I think there was 2 options. You could get the one that I got, or the other one, like the retro something palette, and I really wanted the retro one, but they gave me the Yucca palette, and this retails for $69. But the other palette, I can't remember what it's called. It was something retro, but anyways, it was more of a pinky one, and I really would have preferred the pinky one over this one, but you know what, I'm still excited to have gotten this one. And the only reason why I just not like, this palette is nice, and that is what I use to create the eye look I have on now, but it's just very yellowy and green, and these are just not typically tones that I normally reach for. Like, I'm more of a pinky kind of brown kind of gal, but these are just like, I mean, it's not a bad palette, it's just definitely not the shades that I gravitate towards, but it is like a really nice palette. Like, I used it, like I said, to create this eye look. I kept it really simple. I use this one right here, the shade, as my overall shade. I use this as like the eyeliner, bottom eyeliner kind of shade, and then I use this shimmer over here, which this shimmer is really, really pretty. Let me give you kind of a close-up. It's got like a green, yellow kind of shift to it. It's kind of got this green, yellow kind of shift to it, which is really, really pretty. But like I said, I'm just not a really much of a green yellowy kind of gal. But the shade, like I said, they worked. The shimmer shade is really, really pigmented and worked really well. It didn't take much to build it up to this. So I will definitely still use this palette, but it's just not, when you see what the other option was, I was like, yeah, I really wanted the other one. But I'm not gonna complain too much. I'm very grateful to have gotten this. That's really all I have to say to it. It's a nice palette. I do like Natasha Denona's palettes. I would never probably buy them on my own, not unless I got them like discounted, but I do enjoy getting them in my boxes because it saves me money and I get to try them out. Alright, and then they chose another Natasha Denona product, and it's one of her I Need a Rogue Lip Stiletto. It's in the shade Amelia, and this retails for $27. Now, I didn't try this on my lips today because I don't plan on keeping it. The shade is really pretty, but it's a red, and if you've seen my lip declutter video that I did recently, I've not gravitated towards red in a really long time. Like, I think they're beautiful, and I love seeing other ladies wear them. Like, they're gorgeous on other girls, and I don't think they look bad on me. It's just, it's not a practical color for me. I just don't have the confidence, I think, for them, at least not right now. I'm so embracing the nude lip look right now. But anyway, so here is what it looks like. Like, it looks like a really nice shade. I'm curious as to how the formula is, but I think I swatched it a little bit, but it's just your typical red. But I'm just not gonna, I didn't put it on because I don't plan on keeping this. But yeah, it looks like a really nice product. That's all I have to really say about it. I wish I had been able to pick the shade, but they may have just only sent out these red shades. But it's perfect for like Christmas time. You know, everybody loves wearing a red lip around the holiday times. So this is perfect to have gotten this in the box if you're someone that likes to wear red lipstick. And then they sent me a product here from Bisha, B-I-S-H-A, and it's their eyeliner Essential Eye Designer Duo. So you get a black and a brown liquid liner. Okay, I don't know much about this brand. I think I've gotten a few other products from this brand. But anyways, I don't know much about them all. But this retails for $58. $58 sounds crazy to me for 2 liquid liners. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I don't know. This is almost the same price as like the palette price, which is $69. So it's $11 more. But I don't know, that just seems crazy for liquid liners. Like, I would never go out and purchase 2 eyeliners for that price. Especially because, I mean, I tried one on today. It was so weird. I tried them out. Well, one out. I tried the black. And I have not put on a wing liner in a long, long time. Like, it's been a couple of years since I've attempted, I think, a wing liner. So I am very much out of practice. And when I applied it, I just looked at myself and I was like, oh my gosh, I look so crazy. Because typically, like, I will just use like an eyeshadow as kind of like giving the effect of an eyeliner a look on my top lid. I don't know, I've just gotten into the habit of just using whatever eyeshadow palette I'm using. I will just go for the darkest color there is and just use that as like an eyeliner look. So the black is like a bold black, like it's very pigmented and stuff. But it just, I guess because I haven't seen myself in a wing liner look, it just looks so odd on me. I was like, this doesn't look right. I was like, I did a horrible job. But after I think it was because I didn't have mascara on yet, and I wouldn't say like, I have eyelashes, but I don't know if they've gotten lighter. But it just felt like maybe it was just compared to the very bold eyeliner that I had on. I was like, I can barely see my lashes. I look really weird. I don't know. I just thought it was so funny because I just thought I looked so weird. But it looks fine now that I got the mascara on. Anyways, back to the actual product. It's not, like, it's very pigmented. The eyeliner and the color is like very pigmented. but it's not the easiest to apply. Like, the brush is kind of stiff, which is not bad, but I just feel like it wasn't drawing the best. And I just felt like it was just kind of stiff and just kind of hard, like it kept skipping in places. And I think it just has to do with the tip. I think it's too stiff. Like, you want it to be stiff, but not super stiff to where you can't draw. And this one it was just skipping, and I had to keep going in and filling in areas where it kind of skipped. So it wasn't the easiest to apply, but it is very pigmented, and I would assume this would last a while. Like, it didn't, what's it called? I can't remember the term that it's used, but it didn't like sink into my lines and then like bleed out, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes when you have an eyeliner that will just get into your cracks and it'll just kind of like bleed out, like it didn't do that. And bleed out is such a weird way to say that, but I don't know how to describe besides that. It didn't do that. So it's a nice one, it's just not my favorite and not the easiest to use. But anyway, so $58 for that. I don't think the price is right for that, but anyways, moving on. Alright, and the last product that they chose from me is from Persona. I didn't actually use this one because it's a tubing mascara, and I don't have anything against tubing mascaras, but I have quite a few other mascaras that I'm trying to use up before I open new ones, so I didn't try this product out. But I'll go ahead and open the package because the tube is in there. This is just the outer packaging. I'm not gonna, like I said, open it because I don't want to start the expiration on it. But anyways, so Persona tubing mascara. This retails for $24, and I am curious to try this out. It is, of course, in the shade black. They typically always send a black mascara. Rarely have I seen them send a different shade of mascara. Like maybe a brown, but I rarely see that. So yeah, I don't really have any opinions on this. I do like Persona, the few products that I have tried from them. They seem nice. I've never tried a mascara, so I am pretty curious to see how this mascara works out and what the wand looks like. But like I said, I'm not going to open it, but that is nice to see in the box. Alright, so from here on out are my choice items. So the first product that I customized is from Say. I think it's Say or Sia. Say. I don't know how to say that brand name. But anyways, this is their Glow Sculpt Multi-Use Cream Highlighting Blush. It's in the shade Pink Glow, and this retails for $28. Now, I don't know. I tried to use this product. I'm not sure this product is for me. I don't know. I don't know what is the point of this product. So let me just show it to you guys. Like it says in the description, I don't know what they mean by multi-use cream highlighting blush. So I'm assuming you could use this like a highlighter or like a blush topper, but I think the shade is just not right for me because it's very glowy and it looks like a highlighter. Or maybe next time I'll try to use it as a highlighter, but I tried to use it as a blush topper. Like, I put my blush on and then I put this on top. The issue that I'm having with this product, it is very light, and it just, when I tried to use it as like a blush topper, I just don't feel like it showed up. And I don't think it's beaming enough and maybe too dark for me to use as a highlighter. So this may just not be a good product for me. Yeah, it's not pigmented enough to be a blush topper in my opinion. And I don't know, it's really not that glowy either. So I'm kind of confused as to how to use this product. And that's kind of sad because I do like this brand. Like, I've gotten other things from this brand, and I think the brand is really nice and I like their products, but this product just kind of confuses me. Yeah, because even just looking at it, like, I don't even think I would use this as a highlighter. Like, it would be a very, very subtle highlighter. I guess I can kind of see it in the mirror here, but I don't know. I'll have to play around with it and see if I can get it to work, but honestly, I could see myself passing on this product because, yeah, I'm just not sure what they were going for. Maybe if anybody else has tried to use this product, how do you guys use this product? Because I'm just kind of not sure what to do. Like, I tried to use it as a blush topper and it added a little shine, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, what's the point of it? I don't feel like it added really to my blush aside from maybe a little bit of shine, but I would kind of like to have seen a little more color to it. This retails for $28. So that product was a little disappointing. Then next up, from Laura Mercier, we have the Caviar Smoothing Matte Lipstick in the shade Blush Chanel? I don't know. Now, this retails for $45. $45 for a lipstick. Whew, that's a lot of money. Now, I will say that this packaging feels super nice. Like, this is a super heavy, not like too heavy, but it's a heavy lipstick. And it has one of those magnetic tops that, like, it only will click back at a certain way. So, like, it lines up like this. And if you turn it, it'll correct itself, which is kind of cool. Like, it'll always go back to the metal part lining up, which is kind of cool. And then the actual shade. Like, it's a nice lipstick. Like, it's a super pretty lipstick. Like, I love the shade. I'll swatch it, even though I do have it on. I do want to show you, like, the actual swatch, because I did put a gloss on. I put a gloss on because it is a matte lipstick. It made my lips look really dry. I mean, my lips are already dry. So I needed a little bit of gloss because my lips didn't look very flattering. I will say the only thing that I find a little off-putting about this lipstick is it's scented. I don't know why people are making products scented. Like, it doesn't smell bad, but it is very, very scented. Like, I mean, lipsticks always have a smell to them, but this seems like perfume smell. Like, it smells nice, but it's just really weird that they added a scent to a lipstick. Maybe they were trying to make it not smell like a typical lipstick, because some lipsticks, they do just have a smell. I don't know what it is about it, but you're just like, that's a lipstick smell. I don't know how else to describe it besides lipsticks just have their own kind of smell, and it must have to do with the product or how they're made or whatever. Maybe it's like an ingredient or something that all lipsticks use that they just has a particular smell to it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this one, like, I don't smell it on my lips, but when I apply it, I can smell it. And it's not the worst smell in the world. Like, it smells nice, but it's just odd to me. I'm like, why do you need to put a scent in a lipstick? So yeah, so I was kind of surprised to see that or to smell that. But anyways, I thought I would just go ahead and mention that, since I know some people are kind of sensitive to certain smells. Alright guys, 2 more products and then I am done. So next up, another Natasha Denona product. This is the Pastel Plex Glow Highlighter, and it's in the shade, I'm not sure where the shade name is, it might be on the actual packaging. So let me go ahead and pull it out. Well, I don't know what the shade name is. Maybe Pastel Plex is the shade name, because I'm looking on the back and I'm not seeing the actual shade name. So I'm not sure what the shade name is. I'm assuming, like I said, it's Pastel Plexi? I don't know. Usually they have it like at the top, but there's nothing at the top of the box. So I'm not sure. But anyways, so here's what it looks like. Very nice highlighter. I'll give you guys a little swatch. Kind of swatched it awkwardly. You can see it right there. Like, it's more of a subtle highlighter, I will say that. Like, you can build it up, like when you first go into it, it's pretty subtle. I don't mind a nice little subtle one that can be, you know, built up. I mean, I could definitely see it, but I did have to build it up to this. But it's a pretty highlighter. I mean, I really have no complaints about it. Very nice highlighter. I would definitely use it. It looks really pretty, just like packaging wise. This retails for $42. I will say for $42, the sun started to peek through my window. For $42, like, it's nice, but the packaging really feels like cheap. Like that Laura Mercier lipstick, and you know, it's a $45 lipstick. The packaging feels super nice. So although I don't think the price is worth it, I will say they make it feel like, yeah, I am getting a luxury item. I don't think I said that right. Like, it feels luxurious. That's what I'm trying to say. Feels like a luxurious item. You know, I feel bougie as I'm putting it on. Like, I feel like, yeah. But this one, like, this is $42, and I'm here sitting, you know, holding it. I mean, like I said, the product looks nice, the little embossment or stamp, whatever you call that, you know, it looks nice, but the packaging feels super cheap. This feels like drugstore quality, and even sometimes drugstore quality has better packaging than this. So, not sure where all the price is coming from. I'm assuming maybe just the ingredients in here, but I don't know. That's the only thing I don't like about Natasha Denona, is I don't feel like the products are consistent with like the price. Like sometimes you'll get a product that's got a, you know, I mean the price tags is always pretty consistent with how much they cost, but the quality of the products are not very consistent. Like sometimes I will get a product from Natasha Denona in my boxes and got a hefty price tag, but the packaging will feel like, okay, they put some effort into it. And then other times I'll get another one like this and the packaging just feels super cheap. So I'm like, why is sometimes the packaging super nice feeling and other times it feels super cheap? Like it's not very consistent. So it just makes me wonder. I'm like, why? And then last but not least is my Beauty Boost item. So I'm signed up for the Beauty Boost item. So I always get an extra item in my boxes. And this time I chose something from Perricone MD. This is the High Potency Face Finishing and Firming Radiant Moisturizer. And sometimes I'll have makeup options as my Beauty Boost item, but majority of the times it is skincare. Not all the time, but I think it's like a 50, like, I don't know. I feel like some months I can get some good makeup items and other times it's just all skincare. And this time around it was all skincare. So I chose this moisturizer, which retails for $75. That's expensive, but I mean, feels like a nice, it's a glass jar. I don't know. Skincare, it's always just like, why is it so expensive? But I'm assuming just for what is in here. But I will use it. I go through moisturizers. I've actually been going through moisturizers more frequently now that I've been project panning a lot more. So I've actually been more consistent, so I'm not mad about getting a moisturizer. I still have a butt ton of moisturizers that are going to take me a while to get through, but at least I'm making a dent in it now. Alright, so that is everything in my box. So I did go ahead and tally up the price before I film this, that way I can, you know, makes it quicker. So the overall value for my box was $433, which is pretty good considering what I paid for the box. So I definitely feel like I got my money's worth. Now, let me do a recap real quick. I always do this, and I'm going to try to hurry before the sun makes it all the way to my face. So I got the 5 Cents perfume, which I'm actually really excited to get. Like I said, I do like getting perfumes, and I like trying out new perfumes. And it also is a way for me to branch out, I guess, and try like fragrances that I might not normally go for. So it kind of gets me out of my comfort zone, which it's fun. Sometimes it's a hit or miss. Sometimes I'm like, this is really not something I would wear. And other times I'm like, wow, this is not something that I would normally have gravitated towards, but I do like it and it grows on me. So anyway, so happy about that. Like I said, I've gotten quite a few, not quite a few, like a ton, but a couple of perfumes from this brand before in my Ipsy boxes, and I really do like them. I think they're good quality. Then I got the eyeshadow palette, which is, like I said, is really exciting. I do like getting Natasha Denona palettes, and I will definitely use it. I don't know if this is one that I'll keep forever, but I will use it for now and see if I grow to like it or if it's just really not my palette. But I'm excited to have tried it out. And the shimmer shades are really what keep me, like, make it worth it in my opinion. Like, those shimmer shades are really pretty. The mattes are just okay. Like I said, I'm not really a big olive kind of yellowy tone person, but I'm sure the gals that are tired of neutral palettes are probably excited to get this, because even though it has neutrals-ish in them, it's still not I wouldn't call this a neutral palette. I'd call this more of a, I don't even know what I'd call this, a warmer tone palette maybe? I don't know. Like, it has different pops of colors in it, and I just definitely don't consider this a neutral palette. Do you guys consider this a neutral palette? I don't. I think it's too colorful. But the packaging and everything, like, it's nice, and the quality and everything's pigmented and blended out really well. So it's a good palette. Then I got the lipstick, which I was curious about, but just not my shade. But I think this is exciting still to get. Another Natasha Denona product. Then the eyeliner, which is kind of just a toss-in product for me. Like, I think the price for this is outrageous, and it's really not that great of an eyeliner considering the price. Like, it's not that great. It's not bad, but it's not that price tag worthy. I'll probably end up passing this on because I don't know, I don't mind. I don't know, I don't care to draw wings anymore. It's nice and it looks good on people, but it's just really not for me. I'll probably end up passing this on. I'm excited and curious to try out the Persona mascara, so I'm happy about that. I like getting mascaras. I use them up all the time. This product, the Stay product, was kind of a disappointment to me just because I'm confused as to how to make it work. It doesn't seem like a highlighter to me, and it doesn't also seem like a blush dropper to me, so I think they tried something, but I just don't think it worked out. I'll keep playing around with it, but I will most likely will end up passing this on. It's just not for me. I would say my favorite products are probably the highlighter. I do like it, even though I kind of complained about it. It's just the price tag that I just don't care for. I do really like the lipstick, even though it's matte. It's a super pretty shade. Like, I think it's super flattering on me, and it pairs well with a gloss. So these are probably my favorite products. Right here, the palette. The sun is making its way over to me. The palette. I mean, even though it's not like exactly my preference, like when it comes to shades, I do think it's nice. I really like the perfume. I think that's gonna work really well for me. I really like the lipstick, and I love getting a highlighter. And then I was actually really impressed that there was only one skincare product, and it was one that I chose. Like, normally they choose a bunch of skincare for me, but this time around they didn't. They chose all makeup, which I was really pleased to see. But well, I don't know if you consider the perfume. It's not makeup, but it's beauty related. But you know, it still wasn't skincare. So I'm really happy with the one skincare. So yeah, do I think this month was worth it? Yes, I do, because like I said, you got how many? 1, 2, 3. Is that all you got? Was 3? You got 3 Natasha Denona products, which is really exciting if you're someone that really likes Natasha Denona. So overall, it was worth it in my opinion. But there you go, guys. That is going to do it for today. That is my unboxing of Ipsy's November Icon box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up because that really does help my channel. And also let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of my box this month. Did you guys get Ipsy Icon box? And if you did, what did you think of your box? Let me know down below because I love chatting with you guys down there. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!